program that's been going on a little bit for some time now, but is that it came out of the work of the Food Policy Council, and we're talking about the Food to Families, the Fresh Food to Families program, basically farm to families. I'm Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz, and I'm joined by our Deputy County Executive Lisa Chimera. We are also joined by the Director of the Office of Health Equity, Sarah Gaddy, the Office of Agriculture from our Department of Environment and Planning, as well as our Department of Environment and Planning Deputy Commissioner Thomas Baines. We are also joined by Joshua Bowen, FreshFix, who is the provider of the fresh food from farms to the families, as well as the Samantha Menz from Candyland Daycare. You can come, make sure you come in. We don't want to forget you. Thank you for allowing us to be here and to be one of the participants in this program. We know one of the biggest problems that a lot of families have is access to fresh foods, especially in the urban areas. But it's not the only place that it happens across Erie County. We know that many individuals, unfortunately, don't have access to the greatest supermarkets in their neighborhoods. So what we try to do is ensure that through our Erie County Department of Health, our Erie County Department of Environment and Planning, and others, we work with partners to ensure that everyone has access to fresh food. And for many people, somebody doesn't have access to fresh food, but depending on where you live, you might not have access to fresh food. And depending on your financial concerns, you may have difficulty purchasing fresh food. So the Food Policy Council, Buffalo and Erie County, came together working with our various departments in Erie County to come up with an idea of how we can work better to ensure that more families, especially families with young children, have an opportunity to have access to fresh food. And the Farm to Families program is a perfect example of one of the solutions that they've come up with, which is actually providing through a grant and other sources food that is made locally, is produced locally at farms in Erie County and Western New York to individuals in our community. In total, there's actually 400 families that are participating in this out of the 23 child care centers across Erie County, and you see them on the list here. This is, as I said, something that has been worked on for a number of months, has been in place for a few months now, and I think based on the response that we've heard, it's a program that is not only well needed, but that should grow. So I'm very pleased that we've been able to assist in the creation of this program, working with our partners to make certain that everyone has access to fresh food, especially when we're talking about the youngest residents of Erie County. When they need fresh food, when they shouldn't be eating processed foods, when they need to ensure access to the freshest, best food supply possible. We have that food supply here. We grow it here. We produce it here, but not everyone has access to it. So I want to thank the partners in the Food Policy Council, the various departments and offices in Erie County, as well as our partners who made this happen. And I'm going to turn it over to our Deputy County Executive, Lisa Chimera, to talk more about this, because truthfully, she's been a lot more actively involved process than I have, because as she understands, as a retired teacher, that if children are coming into school, whether it's daycare or elementary school, and they're hungry and they're not eating fresh foods, it's going to have an impact on their ability to learn. So, Deputy County Executive Chimera.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. I would first like to thank our county executive. The Food Policy Council actually was created under his guidance and his leadership. And I have to tell you, it plays really a pivotal role in Erie County with food insecurity issues. I have to say, the county executive mentioned, as a former teacher, I think one of the things that I worried about most are my children coming to school hungry? We know that food access plays a pivotal role in their ability to focus and to learn. So this opportunity for our families to come and get fresh food from farmers who are providing it really is just so incredibly valuable. I want to thank our Food Policy Council. Sarah Gaddy and Danielle Ravillo have met with me weekly to talk about what we can do for our families in Erie County to address food insecurities that our families are facing. They have done an outstanding job. Our Office of Health Equity spent the time to write this grant and to secure this grant. Again, such an outstanding opportunity. And This also falls under the initiative of Live Well Erie on how can we create opportunities for a healthy environment for our children. So as you can see, it is a tremendous collaborative effort, making sure that our children and our families are eating healthy. So I would now like to turn it over to Sarah Gotti, who played an instrumental role as the chair of our Food Policy Council.
Thank you, Deputy. Good morning. My name is Sarah Gaddy, and I'm here as the chair of the Food Policy Council of Buffalo and Erie County. I'm also a principal planner with the Erie County Department of Environment and Planning, Office of Agriculture. I'm really proud to be able to support the county I grew up in. The mission of the Food Policy Council is to advocate for a more equitable and sustainable for the people of Erie County. We believe in an integrated approach, understanding that real impact comes when we connect the dots in thoughtful and strategic ways. And that's exactly what this project represents. We know the food challenges families face in Erie County. Too many live in areas impacted by food apartheid, with limited access to fresh, healthy food and few transportation options. Add rising grocery costs, and it becomes even harder for parents to keep nutritious food on the table. While this project doesn't solve every challenge, it has made a meaningful difference. We've met the immediate need for hundreds of families, supported local farms and food producers, and built a model that can be replicated in other communities. This was a true collaboration. The county's Office of Health Equity and Department of Social Services helped us identify families in need, and the Department of Environment and Planning provided staff support. FreshFix, a local family-run food delivery service, guided us to local farmers and producers that prioritize sustainability and made sure that all that food reached the families we serve. Together, we created this Erie County Farm to Families program, an innovative partnership that supports both local food producers and families with young children. We're deeply grateful to the New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets for recognizing the value of this work and investing in it. And we thank every farmer and producer who helped make this possible, including Wild Cal, Headwater Food Hub, Benton's Produce, Flat 12 Mushrooms, Triple G Farm, Ithaca Milk, Nimble Farm, Native Offerings Farm, and Meadow Creek. Our local farms and producers are the backbone of our food system. Their success depends on our continued support, and so we do encourage everyone to buy local. Thank you. I'll turn it over to FreshFix co-founder Joshua Bowen.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to thank to County Executive Mark Poloncarz and Assistant Director Lisa Chimera. Especially want to thank the Buffalo and Erie County Food Policy Council Chairperson Sarah Gaddy and Danielle Rovillo for all their help in leading the charge of getting this grant written and over the line. FreshFix started 10 years ago on a mission to support local farmers and local food producers through wholesale delivery and retail options to directly people's homes. This New York Food for New York Family initiative is a triple threat to the economy. It's 100% of funds distributed directly to farmers and local food producers in the area. It is allowing delivery of fresh local produce directly to people who need it through these local businesses like FreshFix are allowing us to hire employees and keep money in the economy. So again, I want to thank everybody involved in this program. We're really excited to support the initiative and helping the families that we're serving. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joshua. I'd ask if she would like to come up, Samantha Menz from Candyland Daycare, just talk about the impact this is having on the families
Yes.
of those that are in the program.
My name is Samantha Menz. I'm the director here at Candyland Daycare. We have actually about 58 families enrolled in this program, and it's amazing. It's a great partnership with Erie County. I have families thanking me up and down for getting involved in this program. A lot of families.
That's good.
Thank you.
We know that as as our community goes, we want to ensure that everyone has the best opportunity to live their best life, their fullest life. It's one of the reasons and guiding forces behind the Live Well Erie program. And as we found out continually, access to high quality, affordable food is a problem for people in our community. And that's why this program is very important, because it's providing high quality, nutritious food that's produced here. So it's helping our farmers, it's helping our middlemen, so to speak, and Joshua and his team, so that we can continue to grow our economy, but ensure that everyone can their life as a child. And we do that by not only educating them, but by ensuring that they have nutritious food that they're eating so that they can reach their full potential. And that's what this program does. So I want to thank everybody involved for the work that you do. It is the first year of the program. It may grow depending on the need, of course, that exists in the community and the available funds for it. At a time, unfortunately, where we're seeing cutbacks to programs for those that are in need from Washington, I'm very pleased that we're able to do this here. We know that no matter what happens in Washington, D.C., especially with the federal budget, which supports our programs that we have in Erie County, we're going to do our best to continue to create the best community we can, regardless of what happens on the national level. And we do know that it is going to be impactful, the pain that's coming on some of the cuts at the national level. And we're going to do our best to ensure that we can weather the storm, so to speak. And I'm very proud that we're able to introduce a program like this, which is helping people at a time when, unfortunately, programs are cut that do help people. Other people may not put the value of that in their budgets and in their programs, but we do in Erie County. And it's something that I'm very proud that we're able to do. So with that, I'll open up to any questions on topic.
I may have missed it, but as a whole, how many families do you estimate that this program's helping? I may have missed it.
About 400, yeah.
What is in each kind of
I'll turn that over to the experts.
You wanna?
Yeah,
And just
and
remember,
you know what's in the bag.
Sure. Fresh local produce. We got greens and apples and onions, a lot of storage crops. It's also fresh local milk and eggs and lots of protein of different kinds. It could be pork, beef, chicken, and tofu. All the stuff, again, is 100% locally sourced in New York, supporting local farms and producers. So it's a mixed bag of everything. I think today we even have maple syrup locally sourced. So we try to vary it every week, different items, and keep it creative and fun.
Why is it so important to have that sort of local source aspect to it? Because I know places that might offer food banks or like food supplies to people, but a lot of those are kind of name brand.
Correct. Well, you're supporting local farms. You're keeping the dollar local. All that money is it's not just a trickle down. This is a 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1 impact. Keeping that dollar local through the farms, through the families, through the suppliers. I mentioned us hiring new employees. So keeping that dollar local is extremely important, and supporting local farms should be a top priority for any local person and local business. Yeah. Great.
How do people sign up? Is there like a waiting list, or is it just like if you sign up, you get in? Or?
Yeah, there is a waiting list. We are at a capacity at this moment. Sorry. We are at capacity right now. So we have 23 daycares participating at the moment. Yeah.
any other on-topic questions?
And the grants of $1 million?
Yes. If there's any off-topic, we'll